It's Jen from Not So Mystical Tarot. This is going to be your reading for Friday around the 9th of August, kind of heading into the weekend, for all of the signs, which will be time-stamped in the description and in the first pinned comment. So I would suggest hopping to your moon and rising signs as well, because it will give you a little bit more information. This is a general reading. Now, you can find me on Instagram at Not So Mystical Tarot and NotSoMysticalTarot.com if you'd like a personal or a private reading. So let's just get to it. We're going to start out with Aries. What do we have for Aries heading into the weekend? Wow, we have the Knight of Wands and the World. So Knight of Wands is, first of all, you are the Wands, you are fire signs. This Knight of Wands is about following your passion, doing whatever it is that you really want to do, whatever really seems to be whatever you're really into. This can be also reminiscent of like kind of going out, having fun, meeting people, that sort of thing as well. So you may have a lot of opportunities this weekend. You do show here the World, which is defining of an awful lot of opportunities, but this also could be about following your passion, a passion project. You may get some opportunities this weekend to participate in some things that will further that along as well. So it can be either. It can be either sort of thing. So let's get a little more information for my Aries watchers. Got one flipping out here. We have got the Eight of Swords. Okay, that says you are going to have to pay attention, because notice here, she's kind of locked up. The swords are about being in your head. She's sort of locked up in her head and not seeing what's right in front of her. So this opportunity is right in front of you, but if you choose to not see it and you choose to kind of like stay in your house, not go out, just, you know, kind of hermit yourself away, you really definitely could miss out on an opportunity that would probably be something that you'd find to be really enjoyable. So be open to that. Don't it's one of those things where you don't want to think about it for too long, because if you think about it for too long, you might miss the opportunity. You also have the Six of Swords, and that says it's time to go. It can be two things. It can be going from a place where the waters are calm and serene, you know, or going from a place where things are upset and full of upheaval to a place that's calm and serene, or it can mean that you've got to kind of travel to get out of your own way to take this opportunity. So you may have an opportunity to travel this weekend or to get out of your comfort zone this weekend, and I'm saying I think you should go. I think you should go. All right, we're going to move on to our Taurus watchers. What do we have for Taurus coming into the weekend? What do we have for Taurus? Taurus, we've got the Nine of Cups coming up and the Two of Swords. I'm going to move these back so you can see them. Nine of Cups is about wishes being fulfilled, wishes being granted, being like really happy, kind of just really feeling you know, really embracing kind of who you are and being really happy. And then on the other side of this coin, you have the Two of Swords, which is like, I'm ignoring all of this. So this weekend, it looks like you have an opportunity to do some things, participate in some things that will make you like blissfully really, really happy. But there's part of you that's like, no, I'm just going to stay home. I'm not interested. I'm going to stay home. Like, you see these opportunities are right in front of you, but you're like, I don't know. I think I don't want to go out. Like, I just feel like you're feeling homebody-ish. But if you can just make the decision to decide, that's what this is you have to make a decision to decide to do something. If you can just pull yourself out of that, like, I feel like you're in a little bit of a funk or a rut. If you can pull yourself out of that, you've got an opportunity to really be happy and enjoy yourself this weekend. Here's what's going on. You have this Seven of Cups here, and the Seven of Cups is like, to me, in this instance, it's like emotional overload. It could be that you're not making this decision because you're like, you know what, there's too many implications involved in me, you know, participating in life right now. I'm just not interested in all of the incoming static, and, you know, I feel like it's almost like radio static. Like, there's just people from every direction are wanting something, and you're just like, if I just stay home and pretend none of this is happening, I don't have to get involved with all of this. But you got to get through this to get to that, okay? And the other card coming up here is the Four of Wands. That's a celebration, foundation. Are you afraid that you might be really happy? Is that what it is? I mean, I don't know, Taurus. I feel like you kind of have to get out of your own way this weekend. And, you know, you may have to force yourself out the door, okay? You may have to force yourself out the door this weekend, but I think it will be worth it. All right, we'll move on to our Gemini. What do we have for Gemini coming into the weekend? Eight of Pentacles, okay, and the Five of Cups. It looks like you're working pretty hard, or have been working really hard, and I almost feel like because of all the work you're doing, maybe you have missed out a little bit on enjoying life. And it also could be that you have been so focused on your work that other things have sort of, fallen to the wayside. You got these three cups spilled out here. This could be people that are like disappointed they haven't seen you, haven't spent time with you, and you're just like off here in workland mode. You're in your zone, doing your work, doing your thing. But I think there are people that are missing you, and I'm thinking that this is a weekend to say, you know what, let me kind of back away. Let me get this so you can see better here. Let me back away a little bit from my work and my goals, and let me spend some time with people. It looks like there are some people that are missing you. Like I said, I feel like there are people who feel like they're kind of on the outside of your life, and they really would like to be around you, spend some time with you. Let's get some more information. You do have the moon coming up, and that can be that you aren't seeing things exactly as they are, and that's what I'm saying. I feel like, Gemini, you might be in a little bit of like a workaholic mode, and you're not seeing what's really happening. Like I said, maybe there are people in your life who are like, hi, could you, hello, we're over here. I get that you're trying to earn a living or do something that will improve the situation for everybody, but I think what they really want is the connection with you, and they're missing that. So like I say, here you get the two cups that are still upright. So I think that there's an opportunity there to spend some time and reconnect with the people that you are important to, and the people that are important in your life. There's that time for that, and look what comes up. You have the Empress, which that's giving the gift of you. That's giving something that comes from you. And that's, like I said, you've got some people that they're just missing out on you. They're missing you. They're not feeling connected to you. And I get that you're like working and you're doing all this stuff, and you're creating and you're being successful, but there are these people who are like, hey, remember us? So whether it's your kids, your family, some really close friends, whatever it might be, try to reconnect with some of those people this weekend, okay? All right, we're going to move on to our Cancers. What do we have for Cancer this weekend? Cancer, Six of Wands, Cancer. I like that. And the Emperor. Wow. Looks like you have got yourself under control this weekend. You are definitely victorious in some area, something you've been working on. And I feel like you're celebrated. You're celebrated for that victory. You've got the Emperor coming up here too. You're just feeling rock solid. Like you're just feeling like, I got myself together. I'm feeling really good. And Cancer's had a little bit of a rough go of it. Just because there's been a lot of things going on, that could have caused some stress. So I feel like you're kind of on the other side of this. You're feeling really in control of your environment, and you're like winning at life. And this weekend will be no different. So that's pretty exciting. Let's get a little more information on this victory, this Six of Swords that's coming. Okay, the card sticking out here is the Justice card, okay? And justice is about it all kind of coming to a head and decisions being made. It could be that you have come through some sort of a legal discussion, some sort of decision at work. It could even be a decision like maybe you're going to move and you got a loan for your new house. I mean, whatever, but there is some decision that has come to pass, and I feel like you are on the good end of that decision, which is really, really exciting for you. So you have some stuff to celebrate this weekend. Definitely do that. Celebrate how far you've come. And you also have the Page of Swords. And the Page of Swords is a message about, use your head, not your heart. And that's okay, because, you look at Justice here, she's got this big sword as well. This is about logic. And I think this is about not getting caught up in, do I deserve this? Is it okay for me to be successful? Do I deserve this win? Yeah, of course you deserve it. Look at it logically, and you'll be able to see that. Don't get all twisted up over things that don't matter. I think you're really on the good side of karma this weekend, All right, we'll move on to our Leos. What do we have for Leo? Leo, Nine of Wands and the Magician. Okay, you have everything available to you this weekend. You have some major opportunities. The whole universe is available with all the elements in an infinite amount, but you've got to come out of your comfort zone. to take advantage of that. The Nine of Wands is that stopping, observing, kind of deciding what you're going to do next. And also, this is about being a little bit fearful, because the next card after the 9 is the 10 of Wands, and it can be a scary place, because you're like, I don't want to be burdened with a bunch of stuff. I feel like you've got some opportunities this weekend, Leo, to really make your mark and to be successful, to really get on your path to some kind of passion project, something really exciting. And you can't let the fear of being burdened or the fear of making a mistake hold you back. Look what you got. You have Judgment here. Okay, you have investigated, you've done all that you can do. Judgment is like that. It's kind of like you've submitted everything, you've submitted all your writings and reasonings, and you've thought it all through, and you've done the research, and now that's it. Like, you can't do anything else. You kind of have to let the chips sort of fall where they may. You have to make the decision. Either you're going to step out and do something completely different and kind of claim what you have come to know is going to be yours, or you can kind of stay back here in the sticks and just sort of observe until you feel like you're ready. With that Magician there, you don't know how long he's going to hang around. I would take advantage of the opportunities that are presented to you this weekend, because you don't know how long they'll be there, right? And it isn't that they won't come back, but who knows when. What was that just flipped? Look at this. The 8 of Wands, fast-moving energy. So, okay, like I say, who knows how long they'll be around. The energy moves fast, so they kind of come fleeting on by. Doesn't mean it won't come back, but it won't be around forever. Right now, so it may not come back around for a while. You have this opportunity. You are going to need to make a decision on what you're going to do with the opportunity, and you are going to have to, it's going to force you to step out. If you are not ready to do that, that's something that you have to think about. All right, we will move on now to our Virgos. What do we have for the Virgos that are watching? 4 of Pentacles, that's okay, that's a good thing, and the Page of Pentacles. Really important this weekend to kind of batten down the hatches. You are the earth sign, so this is not just about career, money, finance. This is about your personal well-being. It might be a really good time this weekend just to take an inventory of everything. Your bills, your money, your passwords on your computer, your home. Is everything in order? Like I say, this gives me that whole batten down the hatches. Let's just make sure we're fully prepared for whatever's coming next. And then you have the Page of Pentacles, and like I said, you are the Pentacles, and that page is like saying, hello, I really want you to get your environment together. Like, pages bring messages, and that's the message that you're getting, is make sure your environment is stable. Make sure, kind of do a check-in on everything that you have going on. Like I said, your finances, your environment at home, make sure things are repaired that need to be repaired. I mean, it's like a basic stuff. It's like a basic reset, but it's really important that you do that. 3 of Pentacles, having a plan. You don't build a building without blueprints, right? These guys are building a building. They have a plan. Really important that you have a plan. You have a plan in place, and you follow the plan. Like I said, it's important that you kind of just get everything secured this weekend. Really important that you do that. That may necessitate you not being out and about, running all over, having tons of fun. I don't know, but it is definitely saying it's important for you to follow that basic plan. You also have the Ace of Wands coming up. Ace of Wands is about taking action, following your passion, following what you know you need to do, following what's right. But this is an opportunity from the universe for you to take action. And I definitely feel in this respect, with all these pentacles, it is regarding all of the things that you can see, touch, feel in your life. And it's really important. Like I said, you may need to take this weekend to just handle your business. Make sure everything is straight. Sometimes you just got to do that. You just got to go through your house, go through everything electronically, whatever, and just get it all straight. Make sure there's, I's are crossed I's are dotted, T's are crossed. Make sure that you're handling everything, okay? All right, we'll head to Libra. Libra. Ace of Swords, Libra. You are the swords, so let's just bear that in mind. And the King of Wands. Okay, you are going to have some decisions to make this weekend between your brain and your passion. That's what it seems like to me, and I don't do a whole bunch of love readings, but What we see here is, you know, you have an opportunity back from the universe to use your logic, your logical thinking in your brain, and you have another opportunity to just go and just, you know, enjoy your charm, enjoy those around you that are charming and creative, follow your passion, and just do whatever feels good, feels like it's what you want to do. So wow, Libra, that's really interesting. That's really interesting. I'll be interested to hear what it is that kind of crops up for you. Now, you have the Seven of Wands coming up. Seven of Wands is about you being up on your high pedestal and people down here below you in the gutter somewhere kind of stabbing up at you, giving you a bunch of crap. And the thing is, with it coming up with this Ace of Swords, this Ace of Swords is about using your logical brain. And like, obviously, if you're up on your high pedestal, why would you go down into the gutter and like fight with these people? Notice she's not engaged with them at all. She's just got her rod and she's like, yeah, no. Ugh, and she's just going to turn and go away. And that could be what it is. I mean, you could have some naysayers this weekend that want to give you some kind of crap, and you can just be like, yep, no thanks, I'm going to go over here and just do me and have some fun. And that may be all that it is, that you have some people who just feel the need to bestow their opinion upon you about things that really are not their business. And I definitely think that's what it is. It feels silly to me. Like, I don't think this is like a big family drama. This is just like some silly nonsense that you just need to be like, I gotta go, I got things to do this weekend. Yeah, you do. You have the Page of Wands coming up. Pages bring messages. Wands are action. You have wands, wands, wands. So, I mean, taking the action here to say, yep, no thanks. I'm uninterested in your bullshit. And I'm going to go and I'm going to live my life and follow my passion. And I'm going to have a great freaking weekend. So you guys can muck around in the gutter all you want, but I'm going over here. So, you know what, Libra, I really love this reading for you. I'm excited to hear how things go, and I will be interested, gossip-wise, to hear what nonsense pops up just for entertainment value, you know? All right, we're going to move on to our Scorpios. What do we have for the Scorpio watchers? Scorpio. Ace of Swords for our Scorpios. We're using our brain. Oh, in the Tower. Well, okay, Scorpio. Hey. This is not the first time we've gotten this recently either. I know Scorpio's gotten this more than once. And you know what? I wear a Tower necklace, okay? I love the Tower. And I'm a Scorpio rising. I'm an air sign. I'm an Aquarius with a Scorpio rising. So here's the deal. What I say about that, I'm like, what I say about this Tower card all the time is you have the opportunity to head this off at the pass, okay? The Tower only happens when you ignore something. This is about being reactive to a situation and not proactive. If you're proactive, if you see something festering off in the distance and you're like, la, 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 I don't want to deal with this, what's going to happen? It's going to blow up in your face when you least expect it, when it's most inconvenient. But if you see something festering off in the distance and you're like, yeah, I don't want this to inconvenience me or my life, so I'm going to head this off at the pass now. How much better off are you to be proactive than reactive, okay? Here you have this Ace of Swords, opportunity from the universe to use your logical brain. This is not emotion, I feel like this makes me feel this way. No, this is, does this make sense? Is this stupid? Is this smart? What's going on over here, and how can I head this off at the pass? That's all we're talking about. This is not a written in stone sort of outcome for you. This is, hey, there's something going on that you need to attend to. So you can make the decision to ignore it or to attend to it. If it were me, I would attend to it now before something goes wrong. Before something, okay. And you have this Five of Wands. This is like time-wasting, tug-of-war, drama, stupid behavior. Like, this is just stupid, just time-wasting stuff that is completely and entirely unimportant. And that could be why part of you feels like, I'm just going to ignore whatever this is, because this is just a waste of my time and I'm uninterested in this. I get that this is not interesting. However, being that it's presented with this Ace of Swords, whether it's interesting or not, it's like when you know you get like a bunch of bills that are due, and you know that they're due and you should just go pay them, but you're like, I'm going to wait till next week because I just don't feel like it. But then it bugs you. It's like that. Like, so you can either, like, you know this is coming, it's inevitable, you're going to have to deal with it. You can either deal with it now when it's merely annoying, or you can deal with it now when it's catastrophic and devastating. So, like, you know, like I said, maybe something happens and, you know, you end up having to go out of town or whatever, and you don't get to pay those bills. bills. Now what? Now you got late fees and problems. Just an example, but I'm saying you see something off in the distance. It looks like a pain in the ass, and you're like, I just am not interested in dealing with this. Whether it's family drama or some other something, there's something festering and you know it. And so you can either deal with it now, or you can wait until it blows up. But I would say, if it were me, let's just do it. Let's just jump in and deal with it. Now, you also have the Three of Swords. Three of Swords is loss, devastation, sadness, disappointment, guilt, whatever it could be. So, like, that's the thing. You have the opportunity right now. It's presented to you. Yes, there's some annoying crap festering in the distance here. You can deal with it now, head it off at the past, be mildly annoyed with whatever it is, and move on. Or you can completely ignore it and end up here. Devastated, irritated, lost, disappointed, upset, hurting other people, whatever this is, please. You know this is going on, so please attend to it, because you will be so much better off in the long run. The next time we talk, you will be happy about that, okay? All right, we're going to move on to our Sagittarians, because I'm talking. Sagittarius. What do we have for Sagittarius? The King of Cups, Sagittarius, and Death. Okay. Two things happening here. You are feeling really good about one thing and really about something else. Don't freak out over the Death card. I like it because it kind of is saying it's time to clean house. I feel like you have come through some emotional stuff, some emotional baggage, garbage, but in the end, it resulted in emotional growth, and you've come this far, and now the Death card is like, okay, so the stuff that like didn't come with you, that you couldn't take, that you didn't want to grow, that stuff, I gotta come and clean that out. So this is just about you, Sagittarius, letting go of that right now, embracing the emotional well-being that you do have, and the things that aren't so great, you letting Death come and clear them away for you, because you know what, you've got better stuff to do, right? So why not embrace this emotional happiness, this emotional wellness, the things that are going right, embrace that. The things that you just can't make fit, let Death just clear them out. You come up here with the Hanged Man, and the Hanged Man, we all know this, it's looking at things from a different perspective, seeing things from a different point of view. So maybe you had seen whatever this was that you couldn't fix as some kind of a failure, when in fact it just was a bad fit. You know, my husband used to own a business, and there were times we would have customers that would want to pay a lot of money to have certain things done, but these people were just impossible to deal with. And even though, you know, the outcome seemed good, make a bunch of money from it, he would be like, he would call him and say, you know what, we're not a good fit. Sometimes you need to look at things like that. So whatever you couldn't resolve, look at it from that point of view of, you know what, we're not a good fit. Maybe this works for somebody else, but for me, I want to vibrate here in this emotional wellness area. I don't want to try to make something work that just doesn't work. And that's the way that you can look at letting Death come in and kind of clear out, you know. Sometimes things just aren't a good fit, and that's just the way it is. And it's really, really freaking hard to make that decision. It's really hard. I mean, Sagittarius, you're a fire sign. You're passionate, and you want to make it all right. You want to make it all work. You want everybody to feel the feelings you feel. It doesn't always work like that. And you do have the Chariot. Chariot is, you know, water sign, emotions, sometimes cancers, but this is the deal. This is, like I said, there's some emotional stuff that needs to go. And so here, you know, you've got Death and the Chariot. This is the frenetic, like crazy kind of stuff that you just were like, I can't make this fit with me right now. I just can't make this fit no matter how hard I try. I can't rein it in. It doesn't make sense. I can't make it work. Let Death just clean it out, okay? This is not some kind of failure on your part or anything else. Sometimes you just got to know when it's not a good fit. Take a lesson from my husband, the Virgo. That's him. We're not a good fit. Thanks so much. I'm out, you know? All right, we'll move on to Capricorn, and I'll stop telling stories about my husband. Moving on to Capricorn. Capricorn. What do we have heading into the weekend for Capricorn, we've got the Three of Swords and the Seven of Swords. All right, Capricorn, there is something going on. You do not have all of the information, and here's the deal. If not, you know better, okay? Whatever this is, Capricorn, you're smart. You have this thing, though, as an earth sign about doing the right thing and giving everybody the benefit of the doubt. Don't do that. There is somebody that is not telling you the whole story. I don't know that they're outwardly and blatantly lying to you. They are committing most likely a lie of omission, you know, where they're just not giving you all the information and you're believing things are a certain way because you're assuming that you have the information, but you don't. And then, you know, the thing is, if you fall for their nonsense, you end up hurt. And you don't want to be hurt. So here's the deal. There's something, you know, with all this sword energy too, this is saying don't use your earth sign, I always do the right thing, knight in shining armor kind of brain, and don't use any kind of emotion when it comes to, well, I don't want to feel bad or hurt someone's feelings. Logic. Does this make sense? Truly. Does this make sense? Do I have all the information? It's like, I'll use an example. I had a client a long time ago who had a relationship with someone. And I'm going to say male or female. This was a long time ago. But this particular client never saw this person's home, didn't have their work phone number. What does that tell you? Obviously, they probably have some other engagements, you know? It's a lie of omission. They didn't actually come out and say, oh, I'm single. But they didn't come out and say, I'm not attached. You know what I'm saying? It's a lie of omission, and that's what I feel like you could be missing out. You have the Queen of Pentacles. This person sees you as extremely responsible and resourceful, and you know what? They are kind of taking advantage. I feel like they are a little bit taking advantage of your good nature, your responsible ways. Just, you're a very good steward of all that you're given, and they're more than happy to partake of that. So, like I said, you do not have all the information. There could be some business deal somebody's trying to pass off on you. I don't know what it is, but they see your really good nature and your responsibility and the fact that you're good with, you know, a good steward of what you're given, and they're like, oh, I think I want some of that for myself. And they may leave a wake of devastation because they're not telling you everything. So really be on your game. And just in case you thought maybe I was being harsh, you have the King of Swords here. And the King of Swords, he's harsh, okay? He is cut and dry. He will cut you off right at the knees. Like Judge Judy, right? Like, she's like, you're lying. And you're thinking, is that person lying? And Judge Judy, she freaking knows, doesn't she? You watch her, she's like, no, you're lying. And then you find out later, you're like, I believe that person. And they totally were lying. Okay, he is like the human truth detector. Use your clear logic, because Capricorn, you are nothing if not super logical and super dependable. So use that solid logic that you have and really look at the situation and see where somebody is not telling you the whole story. And that's all I have to say about that. Although I said a lot about it. All right, we're going to move on to Aquarius. Aquarius, Aquarius, Aquarius. What do we have for Aquarius? The Sun. I love that card. And Death. All right, well, you know, sometimes Aquarius, I'm an Aquarius, we need it cut and dry. We need it, like, smacked us right in the face. We need to be, you know, we need to be hit with a brick, as it were. This is, hey, listen, you have this opportunity to, like, have this complete and entire rebirth right now. You have an opportunity to be someone different, to really fulfill this role that you have wanted for so long, but you got to let go of the past. You got to let go. There is something that you are hanging on to for dear life that you don't want to let go of, and as long as you hang on to that, you are not going to be this newborn person. You're not going to be able to fulfill this role that you have decided that you really want. You're not going to be able to do that until you let it go. And here it is. 7 of Cups. 7 of Cups is emotional overload. You've got too many people demanding too much stuff from you, and you're going to have to sort this out. You're going to have to make a decision, because Death is here. He's like at the door, like, hello, I'm here. Death is here to sort this out. To say, okay, you can keep this, this, and this, but these other 4 things, they are not for you. You got to let go. Death is here to clear it out, to clear the way, and that's the thing, is you're going to have to let it happen. You got to let it happen. And let's get just a little more information about this Death card. Two of Cups. It's some sort of emotional, either a relationship, a friendship. There is some emotional bond that you are refusing to sever, and because of that, it could be you are being stubborn in a certain area, but whatever it is, there is something that you are refusing to let go of, and the longer that you refuse to let go of it, you're keeping Death from doing its job. So you've got to sort this stuff out and make the decision to let it go, because you want to be here, right? You You don't want to be like miring around on the floor down here. You want to be here. So you're going to have to let that old stuff go. You just got to let it go. That's it. All right, we're going to go to our Pisces. What do we have for Pisces? Coming into the weekend, Pisces. What do we have going on? Pisces, the Magician. I like that for you. I like that. And the Seven of Cups. All right, Pisces. You have, it's so funny. Watch your moon and rising because everybody's readings are so intertwined, but you have everything available to you. Like the store is open. The universe is like, hey, what do you want this weekend? What do you want to work on? I'm ready. But you have got to sort this out. You are a water sign. These are the cups. Cups belong to you. This is like all these weird emotions and ideas and thoughts, and you can't do all of this. This is overwhelming and messy. If you want to be successful, you're going to have to focus in a certain area or two. You can't keep all of this. So what we're seeing here is, listen, everything's available to you, but you've got to specifically ask for what you want. You can't just go in to the store of the universe and be like, I want good things. Well, everything is good, but not everything is for you. So you see what I'm saying? Like, you have all this stuff. You've got to sort it out. You've got to make a decision on what you really want. What do you want? Here you go. You have the High Priestess. Hello, don't you love how that happens? The most intuitive card in the whole deck. All you have to do is look inside. You know exactly what you want. You just have to be able to verbalize that. You're going to have to be able to put that out into the universe. This is what I want. And confidently so. Not, maybe this might be okay. Confidently, this is what I want. I want this. Okay, but you got to verbalize that to the universe. That's the only way that you can have those things. But again, you know, we got to sort this out. Let's get some information on what in the heck is going on. Why are you so emotionally overwhelmed with everything? Oh, there you go. It looks like we've got family here. It seems to me that you are concerned, what will my family think, say, do? Will it jeopard? Will me sorting this out? I think this is being everything to everyone, trying to please everyone emotionally, trying to be everything to everyone emotionally to keep this happy family together. I feel like that's why you're afraid to sort this out and actually verbalize what it is that you want, Pisces. There are things you want, and there are things on here that you don't want. You don't have to burden yourself with all of this and carry all of this to keep this being happy. You being happy is enough to keep up your side of the bargain on this relationship, okay, this family relationship. You're going to have to verbalize what you need, not please everybody else, not take on everybody else's stuff. What do you need, Pisces? That is the question. So I thank you all for watching, and I will talk to you soon.